sir.
Hello, welcome to the City of Madeira Beach Code Enforcement hearing. And if you're here for the variance hearing, we're going to have that after Code Enforcement, but we're going to start with Code Enforcement. So welcome to the meeting. My name is Bart Valdez. I'm the appointed special magistrate to hear today's cases. I'm a practicing attorney and have been a member of the Florida Bar for over 21 years. I've been appointed to this position in accordance and with the authority set forth in Chapter 162 Florida statutes. It is my role to fairly and objectively review the matters presented. As such, I would like to advise you of certain matters related to today's proceedings. Today's matters will be heard in the order that they appear on the agenda. Every effort will be made to hear all persons having relevant evidence, argument, or comments to offer related to the specific case that is being heard. If you wish to speak today, it is necessary that you be sworn in just a few moments. In all cases, since the city has the burden of proof, the city will present its case first. The respondent or property owner then will be given the opportunity to refute the city's allegations. Formal rules of evidence do not apply to this proceeding. However, I will exert every effort to ensure that fundamental fairness is afforded to all parties. After hearing all relevant evidence, I will issue an order. The order will be reduced to writing, and you will be provided with a copy by mail. Therefore, please make sure that the city has your current address. Additionally, you are advised that I do not have the authority to grant you a variance, permit, or special exception of any kind. My role is solely to determine whether a city code has been violated and to provide you a reasonable time to correct the violation by whatever means is available to you. Please be advised that you may be subject to a fine and a lien may be recorded on your property if the violation is not corrected by the compliance deadline. If you wish to present any evidence to me today, it is necessary that you swear or affirm that you will tell the truth. Therefore, at this time, the city attorney will swear in any witnesses. So anyone who wants to present anything to me today, please stand and raise your right hand.
You swear that the testimony you're about to give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay. Thank you.
Okay, the first case on the agenda today for the code enforcement hearing is case number 2020.1243, and the property is located at 515 Crystal Drive. Is the city ready to proceed?
On this particular case, we have some recent developments. The property owner has come into the city has provided the city with an application for the building permit necessary. We're waiting for one additional document to issue that building permit. So we would like to, instead of moving forward and finding the property owner in violation, to just continue this to the next meeting, which would be September 27th. And it takes no action on your part if that's acceptable.
All right, we will continue it to 9/27. And you said you do not need me to enter an order. You'll just administratively continue it?
We'll add it to the next agenda.
That's perfect.
Yep.
All right. That concludes case number 2020.1243, as it'll be continued to the next meeting. The next one is case number 2020.1262. I have that's before me for an affidavit of noncompliance.
Yes, we just want to submit for your consideration and acceptance the affidavit of noncompliance, in this case 2020-1262. This property was found to be in violation on May 26, 2021, and it was not in compliance in the time that was ordered in the order, and therefore we're asking that you accept the affidavit of noncompliance.
Do you want to call Mr. Pinkert or do anything else to establish the record, or you just want me to accept the affidavit of noncompliance?
I just want you to accept the affidavit. The affidavit has been provided under oath, and so I think that that's sufficient.
All right. Are the property owners for 15401 Gulf Boulevard, Madeira Beach, Marina Perner or Linda Perner? Is anyone here on this case? All right, let the record reflect there is no one appearing on behalf of the respondents. I guess we'll open up public comment on this one. Anyone here from the public that would like to comment on the case number 2020.1262? Okay, we'll go ahead and close public comment. Mr. Trask, what is the city looking for in the way of a daily fine on this one?
Well, it's already been established in the previous order, and
okay.
So we would just like you to enter an order finding that the property was not in violation on the date that was required under your previous order of May 26, 2021. And that was as of when the affidavit was executed on, actually, it was supposed to be in compliance, I guess, as of July 24th. It was not in compliance as of that date. And so we're asking for an order to be entered finding that it's not in compliance as of the date the order required.
Okay, I will so enter that order and send it out. All right, the next case is 2021.019. Understand this is an affidavit of compliance on this one, is that correct?
Yes, we're doing the same thing. We're submitting for your consideration and acceptance that the property was in compliance as of July 12, 2021. And just as some additional background, this property has sold. It has a new owner at this point. The previous fine that was established as through July 12th has been paid. So we're asking for an order finding that it was in compliance as of July 12th.
All right, I will go ahead and find the property was in compliance as of July 12th, 2021. Anything else on the code enforcement agenda today?
No, sir.
All right. In that case, we'll now switch to the variance special exception portion of the hearing. Welcome to the City of Madeira Beach Variance Special Exception Use Special Magistrate Hearing. My name is Bart Valdez, and I am the appointed Special Magistrate to hear today's cases. I'm a practicing attorney and have been a member of the Florida Bar for over 21 years. I've been appointed to this position in accordance and with the authority set forth under Florida law and the City of Madeira Beach Code of Ordinances. It is my role to fairly and objectively review the matters presented in these variance requests. As such, I would like to advise you of certain matters related to today's proceedings. Today's matters will be heard in the order that they appear on the agenda. At this time, I have read and reviewed the application with all attachments, any written submissions by anyone having an interest, any timely submitted written objections, and the materials provided by the city staff. In all cases, the hearing will be conducted in the following order. We will confirm that public notice has been proper. The city will present its case and staff report, and the applicant may ask questions of the city's representative. The applicant will present his or her case supported by any witnesses and evidence, and the city may cross-examine each witness. Public comment will only be solicited or received from parties directly affected by the variance. Individuals testifying do not have the right to cross-examine the parties. All public comment shall be limited to 3 minutes per person unless waived by the city. Public participation will then be closed. I will deliberate and then make a decision to grant or deny each variance requested in the application. Formal rules of evidence do not apply to this proceeding. However, I will exert every effort to ensure that fundamental fairness is afforded to all parties. After my decision today, I will issue an order. The order will be reduced to writing, and you will be provided with a copy by mail. Therefore, please make sure that we have your current address. Additionally, you are advised that I do not have the authority to grant you a building permit. You must still obtain a building permit for any work you intend to do on your property. If you wish to present any information to me today, it is necessary that you swear or affirm that you will tell the truth. Therefore, if you were not already sworn in, is there anyone who wasn't sworn in? Looks like everybody was already sworn in. All right, but this would include any members of the public who are directly affected by the variance and may wish to provide public comment. All right, is the city ready to proceed in variance 2021-02 for 583 Johns Pass Avenue?
We are.
And do we have proper notice?
So I would ask, first of all, Jenny Rowan to, first of all, acknowledge who she is, her job responsibilities here at the city, and then I have some questions about the notice itself.
All right. Just go ahead and present the case whichever way you want, Mr. Trask. If you want to start with her, that's fine.
All right, thank you. Jenny, if you could state your full name and your position here at the city.
My name is Jennifer Rowan. I am the senior planner.
Okay, and as senior planner for the city, do you review applications for variances?
Yes, I do.
Is that part of your job then to determine whether or not the application is complete?
Yes.
Okay, has the city received an application for from Arthur Ray Kerr, 583 Johns Pass Avenue here in Madeira Beach, Florida?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and in that application, once you received it, did you did the city provide notice to those people that were required to have notice within the number of, I guess it's 300 feet on each side of the property, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and was it in fact done?
Yes, it was.
Okay, in the packet that has been provided to the special magistrate, if you could take a look at it, specifically page 41 of 44, is that the public notice that was provided?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and how was that provided?
We mailed out the notice, and it was also posted at the property.
Okay, and who did you mail it to in particular?
It was 300 feet from the property line.
And how did you determine which people were within 300 feet of the property line?
Using the Pinellas County Property Appraiser website.
All right, and back to the application itself. When you received the application, did you determine whether or not a variance was being requested? And if so, what was the variance being requested?
The variance is for the conversion of a non-conforming garage to be used as occupied space, and that's in section 110-93-3A, that any addition, alteration, or renovation to the structure shall not increase the degree of nonconformity or result in a conversion of the nonconforming carport, garage, screen enclosure, roof, patio roof, storage, or other area not habitable area into habitable area unless specifically approved by the special magistrate.
Okay, and what makes this property non-conforming?
The side yard setbacks, the side yard setback requirements for the R1 zoning district, which is in section 110-183, subsection 3. The total side yard setback is 15 feet with a minimum of 7 feet on either side, and this setback of the garage is 6.14 feet.
Okay, so it's 0.86 feet off.
Correct.
Okay, and that's the reason they need the variance today?
Correct.
Okay. Did you have the opportunity to review the application and create a report and recommendation based upon the requirement in the code?
Yes, sir.
And is that your staff report and recommendation starting at page 38?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I would like you to go through then your report and recommendation for the special magistrate to determine whether or not all the required elements have been met.
Okay. So this is a request for a conversion of a non-conforming garage to be used as occupied space. The side yard setback requirements, as stated before, is the total side yard setback of 15 feet with a minimum of 7 feet on either side. The attached garage is non-conforming structure due to the encroachment into the side yard setback. The Pinellas County Property Appraiser's website states that the structure was built in 1972, which predates the local zoning codes. Therefore, the structure is legally non-conforming structure. Section 110-93, subsection 3A, states that any addition, alteration, or renovation to the structure shall not increase the degree of nonconformity or result in the conversion of a nonconforming carport, garage, screen enclosure, patio roof, storage area, or other non-habitable area into habitable area unless specifically approved by the special magistrate. So I'll go through the analysis and findings. Number one, that the use is a permitted use. Staff found that the conversion of the garage into living space is a permitted use in the R1 zoning district. Number two, that the conversion area is so designed, located, and proposed to be operated that the public health, safety, welfare, and convenience will be protected. Findings, the public health, safety, welfare, and convenience is protected. Number three, that the converted area will not cause substantial injury to the value of the other properties in the neighborhood where it is located. Staff's findings, the converted garage is less than a foot, which is 0.86 feet, from the complying with the R1 setbacks and will not impact the value of other properties in the neighborhood. Number four, that the structure with converted area will be compatible with adjoining development and the proposed character of the district where it is located. Findings, the exterior of the structure will not be altered, and the structure is compatible within the R1 zoning district. Number five, the adequate landscape and screening is provided as required in the land development regulations, mitigate anticipated impact upon adjoining properties. Finding, the landscape and screening is adequate. Number six, that the minimum off-street parking to meet code requirements remain after conversion. Findings. Conversion will not impact off-street parking and parking is adequate. Number 7, that the use conforms to all applicable regulations governing the district where located, except as otherwise be specified in this variance. Finding. The use conforms to all applicable regulations in the R1 zoning district. Number 8, the conversion of use to the specified area will not grant to the land more privilege than the best use available in a zone where that special exception use would be the principal permitted use. Finding. The conversion of use will not grant to the land more privileges than the best use available in the R1 zoning district. And number 9, no application for variance shall be used to be considered by the special magistrate until the applicant has paid in full any outstanding charges, fees, interest, fines, or penalties owed to the city by the applicant or owner or possessor of the property under any section of the code, and no fees are outstanding to the city. The staff recommends the approval of this request to allow the conversion of the existing legally non-conforming garage into living space.
Thank you. Has the city received any type of correspondence, either email or written correspondence, either in favor of or against this application from those who had been noticed?
No, we have not received any emails or phone calls or anything.
Okay. All right. So, with staff recommendation of approval, would you like to tender into evidence the staff report then that you've got here?
Yes,
along
sir.
with the additional portions of the packet from pages 25 all the way through 44?
Yes.
Okay. So we would tender into evidence a special magistrate application package for the variance and the notices and so forth that are attached in pages 25 through 44.
All right, we'll go ahead and accept into the record as exhibit number 1 the entire agenda packet from page 25 to page 44.
Thank you. I have no other questions, Ms. Rowan, unless special magistrate does, or the applicant.
I do not. Is the applicant here? Anybody on behalf of the applicant? All right, come on forward.
Hi, I'm Sue Kerr.
All right, hold on just 1 second. Give me your name again.
Sue Kerr.
All right, and I take it the last name is spelled the same as Mr. Kerr, K-E-R-R,
Yes,
correct?
yes, and he apologizes for not being able to be here today.
That's right. So, Ms. Kerr, as you probably heard, the city is recommending that I approve your variance. It seems very straightforward to me. But this is your opportunity. If you'd like to ask some questions of Ms. Rowan, you can ask her questions. Now, you don't have to ask questions if you don't want to, and in just a few minutes, I'm going to give you the opportunity to add anything you want to add to today's hearing. But would you like to cross-examine Ms. Rowan? Would you like to ask her any questions?
I think I'm good, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Don't go too far, because I don't know if Mr. Trask has anybody else, so.
Okay.
We have no other witnesses. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Kerr, the city has recommended approval, and there's no members of the public here. I intend on approving this, but is there anything you want to tell me, anything you want to add to this application?
The only thing I wanted to add was that it's not going to change anything on the exterior of the home, so.
All right, thank you.
Approval.
Mr. Trask, would you like to cross-examine this witness on that point?
No, sir.
Okay, thanks, Ms. Kerr. You may sit down. All right, we will go ahead and now accept any public comment. If there's any members of the public that would like to comment or any affected members of the public that would like to comment, please come forward now. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and close public comment. Mr. Trask, anything else?
No, sir.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and grant the variance. And it doesn't look like there's any conditions or anything, just a regular order granting the variance.
Yes, sir.
As requested. Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and get that order out the door in just a couple days, but the application is granted. Anything else on the agenda today?
There is nothing else on the agenda today.
All right. Thank you all very much. That concludes today's special magistrate hearings.
Thank you.